care of me, everybody. And welcome aboard. Go ahead, slide on into the end of those rows. Might be a good idea to seat smaller children on the insides of those rows. And once inside, please send me loose articles that you have, such as hats or purses and net bags you'll see in front of you. Watch your right sides. At the moment we're going to shut those doors. Oh boy, you're stuck with me now. Sunday's on. We'll see in about 2 weeks. Jumbo, everybody, and welcome to Kilimanjaro Safaris. My name is Natasha, and I will be your guide for the next 2 weeks. That's right, I said it. 2 weeks on our safari through Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Just a few quick reminders before we get going. Please remain seated for me at all times with your hands and arms inside the vehicle. We are going to be going through some bumpy roads here. For those of you that have a camera or a camcorder, get it out and get it ready. This is a photo safari. Now have your cameras on sports mode or action mode because I can't really stop for photos. I'll try to go as slow as I can. Also, hang on to everything tightly because if something does happen to fall out of this truck, I cannot stop and get the horse will not stop for anything. So please hang on to everything, including the children. Now, speaking of the children, if they're having trouble seeing, you can place them on your laps. But please, at no time should any children or anyone be standing up, kneeling on seats, or children kneeling on laps or kneeling, anywhere else. Are you all ready to go on safari? Yeah. Yeah? Okay. All right. Just making sure you're awake back there. Then check with an air horn really quick and make sure we're all clear. Air Patrol, this is Simba 1. Do you copy?
Simba 1. This is over.
Jumbo there, Wilson. We've just entered the reserve at Lilituri Forest. Over.
Come Jambu, Simba 1. Keep your eyes open and drive carefully. You should see lots of animals.
Roger that. Starting off on the right, there's kind of a little guy with a yellow patch on his back there. That's a yellowback diker. Came from the Afrikaans word diker, meaning diver, because they can dive through the brush pretty easily. Also, more to the right there, a blackish brown animal. From behind, you would think it's a zebra because of some stripes there, but that's actually an okapi. Okapis are in no way, shape, or form even related to the zebra. They're the only known relatives of the giraffe, believe it or not. Kind of seem a little better there. Now coming to the watering hole of the Turi Forest. Watering holes are very important in forest atmospheres like this one. Animals like the black rhino come over here to hang out or get a drink of water or a bath or one of the two. Black rhinos have hides about 1 inch thick. They can normally repel any predator that comes up against them. The exception here is man. Unfortunately, due to illegal hunters known as poachers, there are less than 4,200 of them left in all of Africa.
They look like it.
Looks like they're having a staring contest. Alright, now I forgot to warn you, or not warn you, actually just tell you, look up above your heads. There's a wildlife spotting guide. If I happen to miss an animal, or if you see an animal before I do, all you have to do is just look up and identify it. Alright. I think that's enough to see around here. Let's go up to Safi River. See what we can find in that area. Safi River is home to many other animals, including the Nile hippopotamus. Let's see if we can find some. Other There are some in the water on the right, but they're a little hard to see. Gotta sit down, just don't stand up for me, alright? We're gonna actually cross the river in a second. There should be some on the other side. Just remember, no standing up, okay? It's a shallow river. We don't even have to worry about swimming, at least not yet. The white birds on the islands there, those are back pelican. They were together in groups to herd fish in the shallow water, so everybody and their families can have a bite to eat. And the Nile hippos are some more on the other side, on the right there, on the right of it. Now, Nile hippos will spend most of the day in the water. If they're on land for too long, their big bodies will overheat. Don't be surprised if they don't come up for air right away. They can hold their breath underwater for about 5 to 8 minutes. Kind of an old bridge coming up ahead, so very important to remain seated while we're on it, especially since there are now crocodiles over it. Now, crocodiles span 18 to 20 feet long. That makes them larger than the American alligator. With jaw-crushing power of about 1,200 pounds per square inch, they basically can crush the bones of any prey they catch.
Timber one, come in.
Go ahead there, Wilson. Over.
Just wanted to let you know that my ground patrol has seen a lot of elephant activity near the Red Clay Pit. You definitely want to check out that area.
Roger that there, Wilson. We'll head over there in a little bit. Alright, we just left the Ituri Forest. Now we're heading towards a completely different ecosystem with different animals and different plant life. Speaking of which, look at this tree right here. It's an ancient baobab tree. Around 2,000 years old, give or take. Also called the upside down tree. Considering it did kind of look like somebody did plant it on its head or something. Now this is my favorite view of the entire reserve. The savanna you see in front of me is part of the Serengeti grassland system. It's basically like a super highway that stretches for hundreds of miles across East Africa, home to many animals like antelope, lion, and elephant, while other animals like zebra and wildebeest tend to migrate through here. It's all a part of the wild Africa we're working so hard to protect here. Particularly a giraffe are going to be on the right, but not for a little bit, at least. But keep an eye out though behind tall grass and broken down trees, because many times animals, though they may not be hiding, you just can't see them as well. Like look over there on the left under the shade of the tree. That's a Patterson's eland. They're the largest of the antelope in Africa. You can get about 2,000 pounds and measure 6 feet at the shoulder. Check out the horns on these guys coming up on the left. Ankole cattle. Ankole cattle is supposed to get from 5 to 6 feet long each. Wouldn't want to get into a fight with one of them if I were you. And if you look all over the place now, reticulated giraffe. Reticulated giraffe are named from the Latin word reticulata, meaning net, according to the net-like patterns on their coats. They are the tallest animals on Earth. Males can get from 18 to 20 feet tall, females 14 to 16.
Coming up right here.
Babies, when they're born, they're normally about 6 feet tall. Now he's fighting with a tree branch. He wants his food, he has to work for it. I would take that road, but it's like a... Alright, we're gonna head over towards the grassland hills. Down over there, there's our white-bearded wildebeest. They have the largest migration left on Earth, 1.5 million in a herd. Imagine having a family that big. And then two different animals also behind them there. The two-tone colored medium-sized one, those are impala. Impala can leap up to 30 feet in a single bound, basically the length of this truck, making it easy for them to escape predators. And then the little ones that you may have seen with the black stripes on their sides, those were Thompson's gazelle, also known as Tommies. Tommies, though, they look like babies, but they're actually not. They are full grown, and you only get about 60 pounds. You can kind of see them better in a second as we curve around. So who wants to go see some elephants? Alright, we're going to head to elephant country in just a few moments. Here's the impala and the Tommies a little better. Elephant country, Wilson. Over.
Keep your eyes open for me. We picked up a baby elephant that was wandering off on its own. We can't find the mother. I'm afraid forces may be in the reserve.
Roger that. Okay, you got two choices here. There is an elephant to the right. Also to the left, under the rock, some mandrill monkeys. Largest monkeys in all of Africa. Most colorful monkeys in the world. So monkey to the left, elephant to the right, you choose. But we will see the elephant a little better in a second. A lot of brush in this area here. So wow, I'm actually getting reception out here? I don't think you can get reception on the radio. Hey, music. Alright, that works for a little bit. There he is. There's actually a baby way in the back over there. See him? Maybe we can see the baby a little better in a second. These roads tend to curve and curve and curve. Sick of the song. Turn off the radio. Alright. Old bridges are everywhere in Africa. No worries. I'm sure this one can hold us. Let's see if we can see that baby. Anyone see him? Nope. Okay, this bridge is too squeaky. Let's get off of this. Alright. I think those red clay pits that Wilson had mentioned earlier are around here. Actually, they're right here. So some elephants were here earlier this morning. Touch marks in the clay and footprints on the ground. Elephants will eat that red clay to get the essential minerals that their bodies need. Some more elephants. Now, elephant calves will stay with their mothers for about 13 to 15 years. During that time, mom teaches them everything, from where to find water, what to eat, how to interact with other elephants, you know, the basics. And if you notice on elephants' backs, many times they'll have dirt and dust and mud. It's not because they're dirty creatures, because they're wearing sunscreen, sort of. You see, elephants have very sensitive skin like we humans do. They burn pretty easily. So they do what's called dust bathing. With their trunks, they'll throw leaves, dirt, mud, whatever they can find onto their backs. That way they're protected from the sun. Look at it this way. We have sunscreen in cream form, they have it in dirt form. And either way, they can both be messy. Hope you all brought your swimsuits. greater flamingo on this island on the left-hand side. It's the lightest shade of pink out of any of the flamingo species. They get their pink color from the beta carotene and the brine shrimp that they eat. And now if you squint really hard, I'm sure this island may look familiar to you. Either that or it's my imagination, one of the two. White rhino coming up over here on the left-hand side. Now, white rhino are obviously not white, but they are named from the Afrikaans word bite, which means wide, because their mouths are wider than black rhinos. Very cool success story with them. They were almost hunted down to extinction, but thanks to anti-poaching laws and conservation efforts on reserves like this one, their numbers are back to a sustainable level. Unfortunately, they have very poor eyesight, which makes them a prime target for poachers. Okay, little ones can be unlocked, but they cannot be held up, please. Thank you.
I see you at the junction. I suggest you go west. It will be worth it.
Okay, roger that there, Wilson. Oh, it's really starting to come down now. Look in the back, coming up on the left-hand side here, some cheetah. Fastest land animals on Earth, 70 miles per hour in speed. They like to normally hunt during the day because they rely on their eyesight more than any of their other senses. Unlike that guy up there, who likes to hunt at night. That would be a lion. Now, lions tend to stay inactive for 18 to 20 hours a day. Contrary to popular belief, it is the female lion that does most of the hunting. Some more white rhino coming up on the right. There's an ostrich as well. Ostriches are flightless birds. They have wings, but they cannot fly. They can run though, about 40 miles per hour. See the white rhino also again. And a good view of the lion. Holes in the ground over here. It's a warthog under that tree. Largest burrowing mammals in all of Africa. There's a better view of the ostrich as well. Now these brown animals coming up on the right here, those are bontebok. Bontebok are very independent creatures. At about a year old, they'll leave their mothers in search of life on their own. Unfortunately, bontebok are extinct in the wild. You can only find them on reserves like this one. Ostrich eggs are everywhere around here. That ostrich better stay where he is. There's another one.
Hey, Mama, there are poachers in the area. Can you help us get them off?
Oh, lovely. All right, who wants to capture some poachers? Sure we can. Help Wilson out. Meet up with him over at the edge of the reserve. Okay, never mind. Simba and Wilson are at the crossroad gates here. They've been smashed open. The poachers escape this way. We're going to follow. I'm going to try my blind here. Can you give me some direction, please?
The poachers are heading east. Keep going, and you'll drive them to my patrol. Over.
Roger that. Okay, everyone, definitely going to get bumpier from here on out, so remain seated. Hang on to the kids. They're heading off this way. Okay, is this even a road? across the road now. Number one to Wilson, looks like we found the poacher's campsite up ahead here. I think they got away though.
Oh, not to worry. You dropped them right into my patrol.
Roger that. Does that mean we caught up with them?
The poacher's friends, but they won't get far. We're looking at the mountain. Thanks to you, they are now both dead. Okay, Sana, everyone.
Well, careful Santa there, Wilson. Glad we can help out.
I have to go now. We have to get this baby elephant back to his mother.
Roger that there, Wilson. Over and out. Asante san, everyone. That is Swahili for thank you. Thank you so much for helping rescue that baby elephant. Don't think we could have done it without you all. But you know what? Unfortunately, those poachers did escape. The words will go after them, but it's not safe to be running around with poachers on the loose. So sorry, guys. I'm going to have to cut this a little short here. But there's a worms post coming up ahead, so I'll drop you off there so you can continue our explorations here in Africa. Just remain seated for me until the vehicle comes to a complete stop at the post. That would be a really good time. Check those net bags and check around you for any loose articles that you may have brought aboard. I'll go to the other worms post. Did y'all have a good time? Yeah. All right, well, I had a wild time driving with you all today. I want to come back and see us again soon because no two safaris are ever the same. Definitely no two drivers are. All right. Jumbo. Jumbo, Eric. All right. Was this anyone's first safari? Yeah? Now, how many people have been on safari with us before? And you should know no two safaris are ever the same, right? Of course, right. We'll get the all clear in just a moment here. Alrighty. There we go. Alright, once again, thank you so much for touring with us. Come back and see us again soon. Now here in Harambe, we never like to say goodbye. Instead, we like to say a Swahili word that means go well. That's kwaharini. So kwaharini, everyone. Jumbo Sam. Kwaharini, everyone, have a wild time out there having a Kuna Matata day. You're welcome. Try to stay dry out there. Bye.